Hey Josh, got a little video coming up for you. There's our heater in the shop. That little fella's been working overtime this week. I'll tell you what, it has been cold. Anyway, onto your bus. I think I sent you pictures, maybe the door handles. All that shiny chrome looks nice. And those are all on now. The weather strips here, and the door jambs. Those all got to be cut and trimmed and fitted and stuck in place. Now right here, on both front doors, you can see that's not finished up there. I have to get the tops on the doors. I sent you a picture of those the other day. I have to get the tops on the doors, and then I can finish up that little, where those two meet. I have to have the tops on, so that's coming up. These little latches, the mechanisms, all that stuff, I cleaned it all up, painted it, and it's a pain. These rods, you can see that rod going up through the door there, and it comes out the top. There's another one that goes through the bottom. Trying to get those in is a trick, man, to say the least. And you got two there, and you got one there, and one there. Then this latch, you can see there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, when the latches come together, it chews the paint off a little bit, but it's metal to metal. There's nothing you can do. Got your limit straps on the doors, so they don't swing wide open. Some of the weather strips are on the doors. Some of them are still laying there. What you have to do is put some on and keep the doors closed for a week or two, and then put some more on. They have to compress. You can't put them all on. You'd never get the doors closed. Anyway. And then, same on the rear. Got the weather strips in. Latch plates cleaned up, put in. That one up there. Hang on a second while I close this. Get your pretty handle out there. And again, the door, that's what I'm talking about. The weather strips won't let the door close. So I'm keeping them closed at all times and sneaking up on the latch a little bit here and there so that by the time you pick your bus up, they'll close all the way. Tail lights are in. Looks pretty cool. Another shot of that motor. Oh yeah. And let's see, along this side, there's not much on this side of the bus. It's little nice new fancy screws holding the new latches in. The handles on that side as well. Again, the weather strips and that place I've got to do after the tops are on. What else have we been up to? Oh yeah, some stuff underneath. Let me put the bus up in the air and I'll take you underneath. Okay, we got the axles are in, the drive axles. I know it's hard to see under here, but both axles are in. You can get a shot of that one. And then mounted the oil cooler with its fan on it. And you can't see any of that, I know. Grab a light. If you need any help taking pictures, just let me know. You know, I'm quite the photographer here. There we go. But anyway, that was quite a squeeze getting all that up in there. That's the fan and the oil cooler that came with the engine. And then also up in there is the fuel filter you got from Ronnie. Can't hardly see it up in there. And then there's the fuel pump that came with your engine there. You can see the lines all going from everything. And then mounted your, this came with the engine as well. The oil filter, it's a remote, the lines go into the engine. There's a little sensor right here mounted in the lines, and that turns your fan off and on. Probably 180 degrees is what most of them are set up for. So those lines all had to be plumbed and into the engine. And your oil filter, that's going to be mainly hidden by the rear bumper. Right now it kind of sticks out, but it won't be. Also your oil breather and its hoses had to be all plumbed up there so the engine can breathe. And let's see, there's your axle in place. There's a shot of that fuel filter from Bustoration. And inside here are rubber grommets, bushings, and those are new on both sides as well now. So coming along, and just wanted to know where we're at. This week I'm going to put Rusty on the bumpers, get the bumpers ready for paint, and I'm going to put the steering column in, and I also want to measure up for wheels. It's on my list. I want to get that going on. And also, I've got a list pretty well made. I want to get through some of the easy stuff this week and really nail it down to where we make a plan to go to wiring and upholstery. So that's it for the moment. Talk to you soon. Stay warm.